Alright everybody, we're going to talk about the new GUI or the generative GUI. Let me see what it's called. So I am on the rabbit hole site and there is a generative UI feature that is now available under the experimental features. And so right now you will see what it tells you a little bit about, and it just basically says that you can kind of create your own interface. And so some of the interfaces work pretty good. It's actually pretty basic, so it kind of follows more of a color theme or a branding theme a little bit, not so much. You're not going to see images that you might expect. Alright, so anyway, so my first one that I did was actually put down that the custom prompt was, you are a gaming enthusiast and web developer. Create a theme of Pac-Man. So right here is where it's enabled. You can see it's already enabled here, and then you can click disable, and then you can edit it to change it, and actually responds relatively quickly. So now that you see my prompt, let me do an example on my R1 so you can see what it looks like as a Pac-Man theme. Hi Roger, can you turn the volume down to 20%? Can you give me information about the game Pac-Man? Can you tell me a little bit about the history? Alright, and so what I'm doing is I've turned the volume down so you don't have to hear it, because we're really just going to look at the interface. And what you'll notice is I had to ask it a question, and now it's kind of looking for the information. And notice it still looks like it normally does. Once it gets settled and it starts producing the content in like a kind of a table format, then the interface will possibly change. And remember, it does say it doesn't always change, but it does change. So look, this is kind of cool. This actually looks a little bit nicer than it did earlier. And so you see I got a Pac-Man theme. The color is appropriate. Got the blue. I got some little game squares. Not sure why that's there, but I guess it's kind of adding to the theme. Now the one thing you got to know is that the scroll wheel does not work when you use these GUIs, so you actually get to use the touchscreen, and so the touchscreen will help you move it back and forth. And so that is Pac-Man, but let me see what else I can do. I'm going to put you on pause, and I'm going to change the interface request and try another one. Alright, so let's go to edit, and let's say you are a Diet Coke collector. You're also a great web developer. Nothing wrong with boosting the ego here. Please create a theme matching Diet Coke. Alright, so now we're going to do that. Now I'm going to hit customize. I just unpaused my camera on my R1, and so let's give it a shot. Hi Roger, can you give me some information about Diet Coke and the Coca-Cola Company? And again, so the pattern is, it takes a while, it has to do a search. It's going to start out like it normally does, and then at a certain point that GUI is going to pop up and the new interface is going to show you information. Once that GUI shows up, you have to use the touchscreen to advance.
1982 was the first new brand to use the Coca-Cola trademark since the original Coca-Cola's creation in 1886.
There you go. And so now I got the Coca-Cola theme, which I guess they're saying is red, which matches the logo. And there you go. That's how you do it. Thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.